Okay, I'm going to share this out real quick. Okay, that did not automatically share like I wanted it to. Let's try this again. We'll copy the link. Now let's go to Facebook. Now give me 1 second while I share this to Messenger. Hey, hey. How's everybody doing this evening? Cheryl here, Soul.adventures, sharing some druzy quartz and agate from Haunted Ridge Rocks in Cadet, Missouri. And if you haven't been, you really need to go. This is some beautiful stuff. It can be a pain to clean. Hey, Alan, how are you doing? This is just one of the beautiful pieces that we've gotten from there. But you can see all the druzy on the bots. It is so gorgeous. And I think most of these are more statement pieces or display pieces than they are production pieces. But they are definitely conversation pieces, no matter what you think. And I'm sorry I don't have a quarter to put on the board to show you how big they are. They are quite large. Oh, I bet that was a fun time. Did you find any good stuff? This is one of my favorite pieces here. Well, hello there, Kyle. How are you doing? Yeah, I was showing off all these druzy quartz pieces from Haunted Ridge. Dude, you really need to get out here. Ah, nice. Was Amy going live tonight? This is a super good piece here. It's got so many different caverns in there. I can't even get them all on the camera. And it's like the more you... Oh, nice. Cool. I'll probably be on here for a while, but if I get off and she's still going, I'll be happy to come over and watch. Unfortunately, I can't afford to buy anything right now. That's why I'm trying to do this, is hopefully I can get interest in people to buy this, because soul is a little rich in spirit, poor in the bank. This one did not clean up good. Oh, I know. But I also love supporting you guys. I've been trying my best too, but, you know, can't always do that. Times are getting tough. This is some of the root beer stuff here. But even with the pressure washer, I was not able to clean this, all the stuff off of here. I believe the guy said that this was some barite and then marcasite after barite, but I could be wrong about that. I'm not a geologist, nor am I a rock expert. But this little one is definitely a good one for the root beer. And then this is the agate banding on it. These agate bands are really good and strong. Most every piece I have, it has solid agate banding on it. I've got 2 buckets that I've cleaned up tonight, or that we cleaned up today. My sister did most of that. My back just wouldn't hold up to stand up with that and keep the pressure going on that pressure washer. So my sister done that, took over it. But we got 4 more buckets to go through. We're going to try to get that done tomorrow. And then I'm hoping to have a sale Monday and Tuesday. But it'll be later Monday evening when I get off work. So there's definitely quartz in here, but it's not the points. And then you can see the agate bands in here. This one could probably be sliced up and made into pendants. And then this also has the marcasite and barite in it. But like this right here is a really good agate pocket here. I'm tempted to polish that just to show what it looks like. That would take a while. Oh, there's some druzy quartz right there. Hey, Patty, how are you? You feeling any better? All right. All right, here's another piece. Now, some of the pieces that I have, and now not all of the stuff that I have is going to have points on it. In fact, a lot of this, hey, Opal guy, a lot of the stuff that I have actually did not have points on there, to my disappointment. A lot of it is just this, what looks like limestone to me. Like this one doesn't really seem to have much of anything except a few agate bands on it. And I think this would be interesting for my nephew's fish tank. And I might just polish this up a little bit around. Oh, there is some druzy in there. I was thinking I might just polish this up to send to him for his fish tank. I don't know if he'd want that or not. Hey, Resort Dog. They don't tumble well. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Well, hey, Rick, how are you doing? But there is a little bit of druzy in there, just not a lot. There's really not a lot of much to this one, period. And it looks like it just wants to break away, but trust me, it's very sturdy. You'd have to crack it with a hammer. I'm gonna set that one aside. Hey, Jenny Stone, how are you? This is one of the prettiest ones I've got right here. I think so too. This is a beautiful piece. And I absolutely love, if I can catch it, how it has so much druzy in there. Like there's a pocket of druzy there. But a lot of these little cavities in around the middle pieces have druzy in them. Like there's some there. It's just really hard to see on camera. The camera does this piece no justice. I'm hoping y'all can see it okay. I think there's some in there. Let me zoom out a little bit. Hopefully that'll help. There's some in there. And these have been soaked in iron out for several days. And then they have been hit with the pressure washer. So, I mean, I've done everything I can do to them. There's Druzy Pocket there. Somebody was telling me to try oxalic acid, but I don't really know that I want to do that. And this is what it looks like underneath. And then even on the backside, there are places where you can still see druzy poking through. But I mean, we've done everything we can do to get that all the staining off. So, but this is another piece that would probably look really cool in a fish tank. No, I do not lick rocks. Okay. So this is the one piece that I had my hopes up for. And I'm really sad that it did not clean up better than it did. So y'all know I had a monster rock that I brought home that had this whole thing like this was just covered in it. So I put this piece down for her to pressure wash it. And as you can see, it started damaging, or it looks to me like it started breaking the points. And maybe that's not broken. I can't tell. But it looks like that pressure, like that has been broken. I can't tell if that's coming off or if the points of themselves are broken. But if that is breaking the points, then I don't want to do it. Or maybe it's not. I can't tell. Oh my goodness. Putting it under the camera now, I don't think it did. I think it just broke off some of that coating. These have been soaked in iron out. But yeah, I don't think that's actually broken now. I think that just took some of that crust off of it. I honestly cannot tell. What do you guys think? Maybe I should put it back under the pressure washer tomorrow and see how it does. I would love to find a way to clean that up. That doesn't take a million years to soak. And the agate like this right here actually broke off in the power washer. And then here's the agate after it got cleaned up. I think if you shine this, if you polish this, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And it's all around it. And you can see, yeah, that stuff is so thick that, I think, I don't think that damaged the points. I think just breaking it off, it's that thick that when it comes off. Wow, that's some pretty thick stuff. That's amazing. Let's see if I can raise this up a little. There we go. Yeah, see how thick that stuff is? Wow. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this back under the pressure washer and try again tomorrow. I just wish I knew something I could soak this in to get that off without damaging the druzy or the agate. And see, this is, like I said, the back of it. But I don't really care so much about the back. That can be on there. I don't care. I want the top plate to look good. Wow, that's a heavy chunk. Yeah, Rick, they did try, and they said that some of the points got, he and Les B. Rockin' both had tried, I think they said scrubbing with some wire brushes. This needs to be polished up there. And they said that it can scratch up the quartz on it. This is really neat. I really like that pocket right there. I didn't notice that before. So it must have been caked in mud. And this has got a lot of the barite and marcasite on it. Or I'm guessing the black stuff is going to be marcasite after barite, if I understood correctly. But then again, like I said, I'm talking after other people. I don't know if that's it or not. But I love that, how that is so pretty on the agate. It just needs to be polished up. And you can see down inside there and see there's other stuff in there. And then, my goodness. What is that? Is Ryan on? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tal. Appreciate you. This is a beautiful piece. I think so too, Patty. Yes, pseudomorphs. That is right. I mean, I think the pressure washer has done an amazing job with these. Just, Cal, it's okay, man. Just is fine. It is, you're totally fine. There is one piece in here somewhere. Gosh, that is so pretty. I really just want to keep looking at this one piece, but I got 2 buckets to go through, y'all. And I know some of y'all want to go to Amy's live. I'm so sorry. I don't want to hold y'all back. All right. This is another beautiful piece here. This is one that the pressure washer did an amazing job on. Well, the pressure washer did them all, really. Oh, what did I knock out of there? It's just a piece of rock. Look at that. And some of these, the crystals are actually growing down into the pocket. That is so cool. Am I moving it too much? I'm sorry. I really need to be more under the light. Trying to get the light to shine down in there. That is so pretty. And then this is the back side of it. It sparkles too. It's just got a little bit more iron staining on it. Trying to get that light to shine in there. Oh man, I don't know what happened to my flashlight. It must have got picked up and put in something. I did have a flashlight out here, but it probably got picked up and moved when we were cleaning up the table. And since I had help, there's no telling where it went. But I do appreciate having help, so I won't complain. Even if she did break my rocks. Which I'm teasing, by the way. Alright, we'll put that little one in there. I'm trying to grade these as I go. Try to sort them out. Yeah, again, I don't really care about that backside, but I love the bands on these. These agates are really cool. I love how they got the little pockets in there. Oh, I don't really care about that side either. But this is just going to be another low grade. Rick, my sister did most of this. The only thing I did was soak them and scrub them. Hey, Lisa. I'm glad you felt like coming along. Yeah, my nephew and my sister, my nephew has the pressure washer, and he did some of it yesterday, and my sister did most of it today. My back just doesn't hold up for me to stand up that long. Oh. And here's another little piece. And these little pieces are really hard to get with a pressure washer, because as soon as you hit them, they want to go flying across the yard. I need like a little cage or something that I could put them in. That's pretty. Oh, there's a hole in that one. You get the... If they don't have cavities before the pressure washer gets to them, they probably will after it does, because this stuff is pretty fragile. I mean, not like with your hands, you can't really break it most of the time, but the pressure washer can definitely work its way through it. But that is pretty. Yep. Here's another one that I would love to be able to get all this gunk off of. Because this thing right here has a ton of points on it. Look at that. Just imagine all those points being cleaned up all the way across the top. Ooh, Rick, don't tempt me. I get in enough trouble with my neighbors as it is. I don't need to have the police coming knocking on my door. This would be another one that would be great to polish along the sides. Oh, more of the yellow. That's got more of the yellow agate in it. Or that's probably just iron staining. I don't know. Some of the agate actually is yellow, and some of it is just iron stain. I think that's the yellow, and then this over here is the iron stain. It's hard to it's hard for me to tell. But when it's polished, it's beautiful. We'll put this one in the better box. And I think this was from the root beer. The root beer mine. Well, you know, since they moved this light rail in here. Yeah, Lisa, this is Haunted Ridge. We've actually had some homeless people sitting up here at the bus station by the church that's just a block away from us. And they have shopping carts, so it wouldn't be a far stretch. Hey, Julie, how are you? This is a pretty piece, I think. I could be wrong. I still call it barks myself, but you know, that's just me. That would be pretty polished up. Really don't even need to polish that much of it. Now I want to know what's down there in that hole. Probably more barite. But that's a lovely little piece there. I'll put that in with the smaller pieces. Look at all that. That ain't nothing but agate. Rick is gifting again, huh? You gotta watch Rick. He just gifts everything away. He is such a giving person. Oh, is that water or is that... Nope, that's quartz. Some of these still a little wet. It's hard to see what's what sometimes. This is definitely a polish up kind of piece right here. And it would be pretty to polish. Rick is a very, very good person. I put a video on TikTok that pretty much was dedicated to him. But I don't think Rick has TikTok, so he doesn't know I called him my other brother. Alrighty, let's see. We'll put that one over there. Yeah. All right, this, oh, my bottle's empty. This is just a little piece of agate here. This is more of a tumbly piece, but my water bottle was empty, so I don't have anything to dunk it in to show you the little agate stripe that was on there. But that's okay. Rick, I didn't even know you had an account on there. I had no idea. Oh, let's see. Here's another piece of root beer. I think it's got that same covering on it. It's just going to take forever to get all that stuff off of it. But you can see the color in the crystals there. That's a pretty cool looking piece though. We just got to get it cleaned up a little bit more. Here's a beautiful piece right here. I wish they all looked like this, but they don't. Now, what I'm hoping to do, and I don't know if any of y'all had heard me say this in the beginning. I don't think very many of you were in here. But what I'm hoping to do is Monday is to have all this cleaned up and sorted out, and to go live Monday evening around 6 Central Time to do a sale. And probably continue that over Tuesday night after I get done with all my appointments. But this is a beautiful piece here. Man, I wish they all were that pretty. And that just looks like more of the, there's some agate there. All right, we're going to put that in this box. Thank you, Rick. Just thought I'd let y'all know so y'all aren't surprised whenever it happens. I'm trying to give people time to have, before Christmas to buy it and get their boxes out before Christmas. This must have broke off of something. I don't remember having this one, but I could have. It cleaned up nicely. That cleaned up very nicely, I think. Oh. And that would be pretty if all that stuff wasn't on it. I don't remember soaking this one in acid. I may have to soak this one just to see if any of that will come out. I doubt it would, but who knows? Oh, goodness, Lisa. It's still a pretty interesting piece, even with the covered druzy on there. So I love these pieces like this that have the different like cavities and things in there. But again, this black coating is, I think, what they said, marcasite after barite, so, or something. It's not coming off with iron out, and it can't be power scrubbed off, so it's still pretty neat looking. I think this back here would take probably a good flat polish and be agate looking. And then I think that might have bots in there, but I can't really tell. There is bots on this end of it. Let me turn that around this way. Yeah, so that comes out. And there's a little bit of druzy in there. And there's a little bit you can see inside that pocket too, but these things tend to flake out right here. So I don't think you'd be able to polish this up really well, because that's going to come breaking out. But that looks like it is the chalcedony. But it's definitely an interesting piece, I think. But it could just be me. I don't know. It's a little crystal. All right. We'll get that over there out of the way. And here's a smaller piece. Again, it's just a little bitty pocket of crystals that are covered in this gunk. And somebody could take a brush and scrub all that off if they wanted to. I mean, you can clearly see there are crystals there. But it does take a lot to clean that up. And thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. This is an awesome group of rock hounds. I know that much. And this one's got stuff on both sides. Again, as you can see, there's a pocket there. There's agate all over the place on this, and there's still a plate of quartz here. That's just kind of like the back side of it. There's druzy quartz down in there. That looks like it may have been up against some crystal points. There's a agate. Looks like some druzy down in there. This is just an interesting piece. There's some spots down in there. Oh, I love this stuff. This stuff is amazing. It's just a wonder. Rick, I sure appreciate you coming by, and it was good to see you, buddy. I hope you have a good night. I'll probably be going for a little while if you come back. Haunted Ridge is just amazing stuff. It really is. Oh, let's see. We'll put that over there in that basket. I really like this piece right here, and I just dumped water out of it down my leg. Ay, ay, ay. Now, I probably need to put this back and iron out again. Yeah, I don't think I ever got it in there to begin with, to be honest with you. But this has been pressure washed. And as you can see, there is barite. And isn't it though? That is... I'm glad y'all like that. And then there's the back side of it. The little cavities that just go on for days. And then you got the agate banding going through there. There's some up there too. That's probably got some hidden under there. But yeah, that's just absolutely beautiful. I don't know. What do you think? Should I put that in iron out or leave it as it is? What do y'all think? Y'all are a quiet bunch. Yeah, I think so too. That's what I intend to do it. Alrighty. Let's see, we're gonna definitely put this in this box. Thank you, Jenny. Then here's another good piece here. We worked a good bit trying to get all the mud out of this. This took a long time. This stayed on the crate almost the entire time we was down there scrubbing. And as you can see, there's still red in there. There's a bot there. This has spots all around it. There is some agate banding going around through there. That cavity right there, I don't think has anything in there other than maybe some barite. There's barite in there. There's barite in there. Oh, that agate. Look at all that agate. Aren't they amazing? Absolutely beautiful. But look at that. She worked on this piece trying to power wash it for a while. And it's so awkward. I mean, look at that. And no matter, you can't just see it all in one picture. You have to turn it to look at everything. No matter how you hold it. You've got to play with it to see it. You can't just, oh wow, I didn't notice there was actually a heart in there. Oh man, I might have to keep this one for myself, y'all. Dang. I need the money. I'm gonna have to sell it. That's too pretty. And then here's another one like that. Look at all the bots in there. This needs iron out in this one too. I actually have a turntable, but I think the piece is bigger than the turntable. Hey, Allison, how you doing? Yeah, there's all barite down in there. I don't see any druzy. Oh. But look at all that on that side. That is gorgeous. I got several pieces like this. Now if I can just sell them, we'll be all right. Only problem is I have no clue what to sell them for. Hey, Ryan. How are you? I didn't know you had a premiere. I'm so sorry. I would have sure watched it and waited till it was over. Apparently tonight was a bad night to choose to do this. Hey, Mr. Chubby Hubby, it's okay. I had no idea Ryan had a premiere. And I wonder why that didn't show up on my thing, because oh man, I feel bad though. And it should have come up. Ryan, did you have any luck getting your stuff clean? Well, everybody just went to Amy's sale now, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just showing it off before I'm gonna do my sale Monday and Tuesday. All right, we'll put that one away. This stuff is falling off. I love this piece right here. Even though there's no druzy on it, or at least none that visible, I love this piece for the agate. It's just a really great seam agate that goes all the way around. That is so cool. I would love to get this piece polished up. That is so beautiful. I think that is going to be a nice rock. Like I said, I don't see any druzy immediately on here anywhere. I mean, unless there's some hiding down in this stuff. That is crazy. I can't believe that Brian doesn't get... Well, at least he gets to hear when they're going, though. I mean, if you don't tell him... Some of these are really cute little pieces, but some of them aren't much at all to them. Here, I'll let y'all stare at that one while I pull these others out of the bottom of this bucket. All right. And again, I do appreciate it. For those of you who have liked the page, the live stream, I do appreciate you. Oh. And for those of y'all who haven't, what the heck is wrong with you? No, I'm just kidding. That's your prerogative. If you don't want to like it, you don't have to. That's a pretty piece. Hey, Jeffro, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you still up. How's weather in Florida this week? Hey, Mike. How are you doing, buddy? I would ask how your weather is doing, but it's all headed my way, so no, I don't want it. This is, I don't know what this is. This is the lightweight little piece right here. It don't even really feel like it's got anything on there. Yeah, I wish you Canadians would just keep your weather up there, honestly. I mean, it almost feels like it's so light. It feels like, I don't like porous or something. I mean, we had like a 70-degree day, like 60s or 70s yesterday. Tomorrow it's going to be down to 30. Why? Why do y'all do this to us? Just keep your weather up there. We were enjoying our warm streak. I don't even know what this is. It's not heavy enough to be chert. It's like such a lightweight piece. I mean, I wish I could run my saw just to cut it open. No, it doesn't. I dare you to videotape that, Jeff. But don't tell Lisa I said so. I mean, Vicky. Don't tell Vicky I said so. It does look bubbly, and I wonder if it's like some little baby druzy on there that's just covered by that stuff. But it is so lightweight. I mean, it's like so much lighter than it should be. I'm wondering if there's just like, if it's like a flat geode or something. Like, if you cut it in the middle, would it have like an air pocket in there? Like Jeff cares. Have you seen some of the stunts he's pulled? Jeff has no cares. I can't, Patty Ara would. Yeah, this is another piece I'm not... This is just like chert, I think. But this one is heavy. I think this would be pretty polished up, though. Trust me, Jeff is such a trickster. He is just a jokester, a prankster, if there ever was. No, I'm not. Hey, Phil, how are you doing now? I'm surprised you're up. Oh, sure you didn't, Jeff. Sure you didn't. I believe you. Yeah, I believe you. Oh, this one's a pretty little agate ball here. I see this one's weighty. You can tell this is agate. This would be a gorgeous one polished up. Right. God gonna smite that hand. And it's got those little druzy pieces on it too. This is one of my favorite little bitty pieces. I love all that agate banding. Oh, it was hilarious. She didn't think so. So I love how it's got all those bots on there. I think that is a fantastic piece. I just wish the druzy was showing instead of covered. I think this is just chert. I don't see anything on here. On this one. Yeah, this would be a great edge to polish right here. Oh, she would definitely be mad. Oh, she would be steaming. Yeah, I think this would be beautiful polished up. Absolutely, it would. Oh, man. I don't see anything on this. I really think this is just chert. I could be wrong. I think it'd be fun to cut through it and see. I know I've got other pieces that are nothing but chert, so... Nope. Look at this. This one would be good to polish, too. Yeah, I got several pieces like that, Ryan, that are just nothing but agate. And I think it'd be beautiful. Well, Jeff, you're smarter than I thought you were. No, I know you know when to stop. That does have some bots in there. They just not coated in druzy, they're coated in that other stuff. I smarter than I look, folks. I is. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one would be really pretty polished. But the question is, would I want to polish it, or would I want to sell it to somebody else and let somebody else polish it? My lips are sealed, Jeff. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I'll let them figure it out. Look at this little piece. This would be a perfect piece to wire wrap right here. If you could get them, it's kind of wet, so it's not, it really is sparkly, but with it being wet, it hadn't been that long since we got done with the sprayer, so you can still see the water on this one. Okay, I'm glad y'all can see the sparkles. But this would be the perfect little wire wrap piece right here. Can't wire wrap these big ones though. I wish all my pieces looked this pretty. Yep. I think this is just another piece of chert right here. It might be fun to... Yep. This would be a good one to do the edges because you can definitely see the agate banding in there if I got it in front of the camera for you. Dude, I've been telling y'all we need to go to Arkansas. Nobody wants to listen to me. This would be a great one to cab. Why did y'all hide, Mike? Yeah, I really was. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to unhide Mike. Anybody know how to fix that? Thank you, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan. Sorry about that, Mike. I don't know what happened. I think Tiger Eye might have fell asleep. And we'll put that over in the agate bucket. Here's another one that would... you could probably pull this piece apart and make it a cab piece. A wire wrap piece. It's kind of small for anything else. But it's a pretty one. Definitely a pretty little piece of druzy. But there's no bots on it, so I mean, if you could crack it apart somehow, you could definitely make a wire wrap out of it. I was hoping I'd get a lot of little ones like that and make, oh, this is root beer. See, I want to get this stuff cleaned off. Look at all the points in there. Oh, no, I don't think she did either. She probably fell asleep. I'm not the most entertaining person in the world, and it's late. I think she's usually in bed by now. Yeah, it sure can. But this stuff right here is, this is root beer for sure. Look at that dark egg. Look at that dark in there. The only thing worse than accidentally blocking somebody is falling asleep and letting the phone hit you in the face. I'd rather accidentally block somebody. Slice and dice it? Why? That's for sure, Jeff. All that iron on there. Man, I thought I got all that off. But it's in the water. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. But I have done that. Put that in that bucket. Let's see. This is another piece that's just, it doesn't have any, this is just the agate vein. This was just be one for polishing. You could probably make cabs out of this one. Hey, I'm not joking. I did fall asleep one night on I don't even remember whose live it was. I think it was, oh my gosh, on Discord. We were all just in there talking. I think I woke up the next morning. Well, Jeff, you're in luck. Monday and Tuesday, I will be selling this stuff. This is another light piece. I mean, this stuff's, it reminds me a lot of, like, you know how light, oh, there's a actual piece of quartz in that. Y'all know how light, no, I'm going to be selling it Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, you missed that on Discord. I fell asleep. Gosh, what is that stuff called? My brain is not working. Ryan, you actually remember that? I don't remember you even being in there. That's funny. I had forgotten all about that. Don't even remember what we were talking about, honestly. I can't remember that far back. It was last year. Yeah, this feels like more like a lava stone where it's really light and porous. I'd really like to cut that. The rock that floats, what is it called? My brain just isn't working. Look at that. That agate is beautiful. It looks almost green in there. Pumice. Yes, Ryan. Thank you. It's what it kind of reminds me of, but it doesn't have that real texture to it. That's actually smooth. Ryan's done got me embarrassed in here telling everybody my secret. My brain decided to withdraw. No, I probably had a long day. There's no telling what all I was doing. Yeah, because that was actually when Mom was still with us, and also I think that was about the time we had that wreck too. Yeah, because that was well over a year ago. So, yeah, I had been through a lot of things back then. But yeah, that would have been so funny. Y'all could at least muted me, you know. And this has quartz in it. I don't see any, I don't really see any points in there. But it'd be a good it'd be a good piece to, what do you say? Trying to be funny. Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to help the rest of y'all get into the mood to sleep. That's what it was. Here's a little pretty piece for you, Patty. Check this one out. It's almost like a rose. Yes, most definitely. I don't know. Do you like freight trains? Because that's probably what I sounded like. Or a helicopter going over. There's a druzy bucket. So now y'all know the real reason for my divorce is because I snore too bad. Nah, that is not true. Are you serious? Yep, that was what it was. I was snoring. Look at that one, though. I need my flashlight so I can shine down in there. Unfortunately, I'm sitting where the lights are, not in the best angle. And I do appreciate y'all with those likes. I really do. That is beautiful. It is. It's a very nice deep bucket. So is that one. And that one actually goes all the way through. You can see it on the other side. That's nice. Oh, it's got 2 holes in there. Kind of makes me wonder what this one would be cleaned up. But I don't really think there's going to be a lot of druzy in that. Even if you did get it cleaned up. But there's some there. But I would probably rather just polish that down and make that some smooth agate. But that is a nice little piece right there. We'll put that one in this bucket. Okay. Let me zoom out for this one. And I still may not be able to get it all on there. So this is mostly agate. It may be all primarily agate. There is some, oh, there's some druzy. This might be one of the ones that the druzy got. I think I had 4 buckets total, and then they charged me 2 buckets for the 2 giant pieces, which I have not power washed, by the way. 4 buckets and then the 2 pieces. So it was a total of 6 buckets altogether. And we still got 4 pieces of buckets left downstairs to power wash. Plus I got the 2 monsters that I need to power wash. This is a really cool one. We power washed this one today, or KK did. I can't see down in there like I'd like to. But there's all kinds of druzy on this side. Brett, I had the WeatherTech things back in the back. So yeah, it cleaned up pretty good. I dumped out the dirt and stuff, and then my nephew just wiped out or sprayed out the WeatherTech mat. So they do their job. Now, if I could just find a way to get all the dog hair out of there, we'd be all right. I have soaked this piece in iron out. Whatever this is not iron. But this is the first... it must be, because having those 2 dogs have been a very big blessing, I tell you. Look at those pockets. Lots of pockets. I just can't see inside of them. And I can't turn my light on my phone on when my camera's running. You think Apple would do something about that. But I do like the druzy on the back of this one. I do like the pockets. I like the bands. It's an interesting piece for sure. And I like the agates there. All right. Oh, gosh, that's heavy. All right. Right, Mike, that's funny. So I got in the truck. I got all kinds of rocks under my seats. And when I got in the truck today, there was a big old huge rock in my cup holder that I didn't put there. And I'm like, where did that come from? And my sister goes, oh, Brett put that in there. I'm like, he put that in there? So he picked up this big old, like, softball size granite feldspar ball. But it was pretty. It was pretty. Yeah, he's not really a big fan of rocks, so I was really surprised that he had picked that up. He doesn't play with rocks. He plays video games. Oh my gosh, we've gone 74 minutes, and I'm just starting my second bucket. Are y'all sure y'all want to stay up for this? This was the second location here. Most of these will be from the second location. All right, Allison. Okay, I'm just saying. I know some of you, I don't want nobody falling asleep and snoring. Oh, wait, I wouldn't be able to hear you anyway. That's cute ones. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? That's okay. Ryan got a breakfast date. That's pretty. Ooh, look at you being the ladies' man. Never took you for a player like that. There's some agate there. And some agate there. That's funny. That's really pretty on the druzy bots there. Well, I hope they wear their hearing aids because that's the only way they can hear you talk. You talk so low. Oh, that's pretty. It's got a lot of stuff down in that bucket. Thank you, Cynthia. This is, my nephew got his pressure washer out. And he and my sister have worked on cleaning up a lot of it. Oh my goodness, you're funny. You're a funny guy. This is a piece of chert. It might have some agate on there. I can't really tell. I've soaked it. It's been pressure washed. It feels heavy, like it's got agate on it. It's not as light, nearly as light as that other piece. Oh, there is some banding. This one might be interesting cleaned up and put on the flat lap. Or put on the flat lap and clean it up with the flat lap, should I say. But there's no points on it. It'd be just something to toy around with. Yes, I would definitely love to cut it, Mike. I'll send it to you and let you cut it. How about that? Oh, there's some pretty stuff on there. Yeah, a tumbler would be nice. I don't have a tumbler, though. That would be pretty polished. Mike, do you have tumblers? I thought I saw some bots in there. But it looks like it's just going to be the marcasite stuff. Yeah, okay. Not really any points on that. You got 6 tumblers? Wow. Why do you not put out videos? Yeah, so this is just quartz. I mean, not quartz, but agate. Nope. Yep. Hold on, I missed what happened to it. You had the grit and stuff. Jeff, I told you I gave you the grit because my tumbler did not work anymore. And I tried to get it to run and it wouldn't run. This is just another piece of the church stuff. And I kept it because I was curious about, like, there's a couple of bands. That has some bands in there. I think you should, Mike. I'd watch them. You should just do like Rob and just buy the stuff by the 5-gallon bucket. Of course, that could get expensive. So there is bands on this. That might be interesting to polish too. Okay, I'm glad I kept that piece. Oh, this one was interesting here. What I liked about this piece right here is this is pink. And it doesn't look like it's like the iron staining orange. It looks like it's actually pink. And then there's other, let me zoom back out so y'all don't, not right in the face there. Yeah, this is a really nice piece. And this got a lot of agate on it as well. But here's, yeah, the bots are on there, really nice. It's got some nice, this would be nice to go over and polish around the outside, and then you got the druzy inside. Oh, no, 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 you didn't want to hang out with me. I was picking up too much big stuff, remember? Didn't want to embarrass you or anything. Here's another piece of that dirt. How did I get so much of this stuff? Oh, I'm interested to see what you and Lesby Rockin' got too, Ryan. I know y'all got some awesome stuff. It would have just been a peck on the cheek, Ryan. I'm not like, you know, like crazy or anything. Yeah, you did limit yourself, which was a good idea. I probably should have. My back would feel a lot better today. I really like this piece. It looks like a lot of the points were damaged though, because all this up here seems really flat. So probably not the... This is a really nice piece here too. Ryan, I would have paid for you an extra bucket. That is not a big deal. I was happy to meet you and have you come out there with us and join us. I would definitely have bought you an extra bucket. Looks like there might be some druzy down in that one. Might be some down in there. I love this stuff. It reminds me of coral, but it's not. I mean, it's probably limestone. And the acid just ate away all the stuff that was gunked in there. But this is a really cool one. Well, how do you feel about crystals now? I mean, I'm not really a crystal person either, but I think they all have their place. Especially if you're going to turn around and sell them. I think this one's a really nice one. Oh, put that in that bucket there. There's a few little pieces on the back of this one that look like they may be so you got over it, okay. Those little plates like that are so cool. I don't know how they grow out like that, but that is just neat. But this one's a real beauty on the front side. And if you didn't want to display this one, you could probably cut this down for cabochons or wire wraps. Because this is a really nice one. Definitely crystally, sparkly. This one is just basically some agate going around the side here with a little bit of botryoidal. In there. Little tiny pocket going around. There's really nothing on that side. It looks like this was probably... This piece makes me think it was probably sitting in between two plates of crystals like that. And then this was just tossed aside. But it's still a pretty cool piece, I think. If you really like... See, I love the agate bands. And I really think that those druzy pockets in there are really nice. So I would keep this piece. I don't mind having a piece like this, but some people want to throw it away. So, hey, let them, to each their own. But I happen to like it. Whoa. Phil, you okay there, buddy? I think Phil fell asleep on the keyboard. That's just bare right in there. Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be beautiful. I mean, it even kind of sits up and looks like kind of like a crown almost. Phil, you okay? If somebody got his phone number, give him a call. Make sure he's okay. Oh, okay, he's up. He's alert. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. I also wanted to make sure he didn't have a... Yeah, that's what we was thinking, but I just want to make sure that's all it was. Let's see, I don't see any druzy on the back. I'm still going, Les. How are you doing? There's some agate pocket right there. Yeah, you scared us. There's a druzy pocket with some agate. Yes, we still want to see some of your stuff, Les. I want to see some of Ryan's too, but I hear he had a premiere that I missed, so I need to go watch it. All right, let's flip that over. Do I need to zoom out? Yeah, a little bit. That's too far. All right. That just needs a good polish on that. And that is going to be beautiful. Oh yeah, that's all that needs is a polish. Yeah, I did too, Jeff. I never even got a notice for it. The little dots on the edge. Where? That's druzy right there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. My eyes might not be able to pick it up like yours. And that's druzy. Are you talking about right in here? Nice. That does have a lot. That's almost dendritic looking, but it's not. That is just going to be that mineral. It goes all the way across. Ryan, you're hilarious. Dude, you're a lot of fun. Oh. Let's see. I need to trade my buckets out. Or flatten this one out somehow. All right. We're about halfway through this bucket, and quite a few of them are large, so it won't be much longer before I'm done. This was another piece we worked quite a bit on. She and I both worked on this one today. This is what I started out trying to get clean till my back gave out, which didn't take long. And then she hit it quite a few times trying to get all that gunk out of there. But it's not really, it's just the barite, the red stuff, brown stuff. And, yeah, man, I wish I had my flashlight in here. These cavernous things are just awesome. I love them. Absolutely love them. But that's all there is to it, though. I mean, there's really nothing else there. I mean, you could break that off, literally break it off, and you wouldn't be missing nothing. All right, let's get that one. Oops. In there. And this is just a big chunk of quartz. But I do like the bands that go around it. This has been soaked in iron out. No, it hasn't. This one has not been soaked in iron out. It needs to be soaked. Now this little piece right here is a very special piece because Ryan gave it to me. And I think it's adorable. But I think the iron out did not do very good for the agate. I feel like the iron out pulls some of the color out of the agate because it was so much more vivid when Ryan gave it to me. Remember how blue this was? It doesn't seem to have that blue. It seems to be more gray now. That is a beautiful plate. That's a good question. But I'm not going to find out. And then this is the other piece that he gave me. The same thing. It just doesn't have all the same blue that it had when he handed it to me. But a lot of the stuff that was on here did clean up. But it still got a lot of the barite on there. But I'm glad you gave it to me because I really like them. I think they're very, very beautiful. Well, it could have been. I mean, it was kind of rainy that day. The sky was definitely doing crazy things. Here's your beauty. This has a lot more yellow in it. This is a beautiful piece. And I don't know what the deal with that is. It's just a little nubbin that come out. But I like that. I think it's pretty. Oh, did I just cut myself? And y'all be careful when y'all handling this stuff, because it can slice you. It took the skin off my finger there. I'm not bleeding, but just a fair warning. You can get cut up with this. So this is the agate side, the unimportant side. It has a druzy pocket. Well, Mike, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Look forward to seeing some of your tumbles. Have a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. Oh, these druzy pockets are so nice. And this stuff down here is just as sharp as the other stuff. I think that's a beautiful piece, though. Go ahead and do a real spin here. Hopefully y'all can catch all of it. Yeah, I think that's everything. I should have wore gloves. I'm almost done. Try to get a few of these put up here. We're getting down to the bottom of the bucket now. All right, there we go. This is the last big piece that's in there. Yeah, if it'll let you. Yeah, go ahead. That's perfectly fine by me. Just trying to get this thing. I think that's as far out as it's gonna go. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Vicky. You should have heard all that crap Jeff was talking earlier. Look at all that druzy in there. Dang, this is a nice piece. I'm just messing with you, Jeff. Nothing, Vicky. I'm just messing with Jeff. Oh, man. This has got so much stuff on it, I won't be able to get it all on camera. This is definitely a good display piece. It's got snowballs. Probably the best display piece I got. What? Try harder. Hit him harder. He deserves it. Okay, that's a good idea. Hey, Jeff. That's for spilling the beans on Mr. Chubby Hubby's video before I got a chance to watch it. See how sneaky I am? And y'all thought I was a sweet little innocent angel. There's some more druzy on the backside. I'm just teasing you, Jeff. Oh my God. Oh gosh. That piece is heavy. This is a pretty one. Oh, please. Please. Yeah, you're so innocent. Hey, I know another person who was claiming to be innocent too, and how innocent was he? Do we need to have the police search your car too? I'm sorry, I shouldn't go there. You're right, Jeff. And I am so sorry. I should not have went there. I shouldn't have. I should not have gone there. I am so sorry. You are a sweetheart compared to that guy. Liz, I'm so sorry. Look at the snowballs. Look at the snowballs on that thing. I'm going to try to be nice for the rest of the video, because I seem to be upsetting people, and I don't mean to. Oh, I don't want to upset nobody. I think this one needs to go back and iron out. Pretty sure I've already had it in there one time, but I'll put it back. Didn't have it in there long enough, but look at that. Yeah, I know that's what scares me, Jeff. This looks like it was sitting on top of a plate of crystals. But look, it's still pretty. I'd take this anyway. That is still pretty. That's gonna go in that pile right there. It's going to iron out. I don't think it's supposed to be yellow, but who knows? Jeff, you scare me, buddy. you're the king of one-upmanship. You don't stop. You don't stop. So I'll surrender now. This is another one that could be. Oh, yeah, definitely. This is another one that could be polished and be really pretty. Still would love to get all this junk off of there, but bottom side don't hurt. But that band going all the way around would be really pretty polished up. We'll put that in the little one. Yeah, don't take hand sanitizer from Jeff. I've heard that story. This is a pretty one. Look how pink those look. I don't know if that's root beer or if that's just iron stain. I think that's just iron staining. But this looks like one that I've soaked in iron out. Yeah, I've soaked this. Yes, these have been power washed. All of them. Oh, look at the agate on this. Some little snowballs in there too. Oh, that's got some druzy crystals down in there. Yes, you do. But I'm going to warn you, it uses a lot of water. So your your water bill will go up. So there was no sanitizer at all, huh? But look at this. Is that just... That's very pink. That is beautiful. I think so anyway. I'll put that in the bigger ones. All right. We're almost done. We still got a few more here. That's just a druzy pocket on that one. And there's another little pocket there. But the rest of it is just a chalcedony plate. Or there may be some agate on it. But that's like the only two, that's like the only two little pockets of druzy druzy on there. You should be ashamed, Jeff. I know you're not, but you should be. And I'm sure your excuse will be that Ed started it. Alright, we're getting to some really pretty stuff now. Alright, and then this on the table is all I got left. What is that? Found a sunflower seed. Apparently the birds missed it. Hang on. I will warn y'all about the power wash. It does break stuff off, and you will have the sparkliest porch that you ever have had in your life. I didn't think about muriatic acid. I do want to try the oxalic, but when I realized that the oxalic acid is nothing but CLR, I kind of changed my mind on it. CLR is for calcium, lime, and rust. So, rust is pretty much iron stain. And if the iron out's not getting it, well then, is that really going to help? It might be a stronger acid. And, for example, this is probably limestone, right? So is the CLR going to eat all that out if I put that in that oxalic acid? I don't want to eat all that away. That's what I'm concerned about. I just want to get the barite off. I don't want to lose all my host material. That's my concern. So what do you think about it? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, so it didn't, okay. Well, oxalic acid is CLR, basically. I just don't know if it's a stronger thing or not. And I'm wondering if you can try citrate. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to read up on it, Lisa. I literally Googled what dissolves barite. I literally went to Google today and looked up what dissolves barite because I was looking to see what would get that off. I had first looked up. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. I had first looked up oxalic acid to see what it is, and it came up that it was basically the same thing as CLR. But it's about to start freezing here, so I can't really do that outside. And I'm not going to do it in the garage either, since I've already had issues with doing things in the garage. But this piece right here is really pretty. I would like to try the acids and see. Here's an interesting piece that this would be like a good test piece right here for it. Because it, as you can see, still has a ton of stuff on there. This is really light. This is another one of those pieces that feel like it's so light it could be pumice. But it's really nicely banded, and it's got all those spots on top that just don't have... Am I bleeding somewhere that I'm not aware of? I don't think I am. I don't see blood anywhere. Okay, that's just the orange stuff. I've already asked Jeff. Jeff hasn't really responded to my questions. That doesn't look like blood. That is going to be more of that barite stuff. Okay. And there's Shy's hair. Or is that Tia's? I can't tell. And I sent both Jeff and Dustin messages on their posts, and neither one of them really said much. Jeff just told me to do power washing at a car wash, and we don't have car washes around here that you can do power washing at. I wish we did, but we don't. This would be another piece I could use as a test subject. It's an interesting little piece, but it's got enough of the stuff on there that you can use to test. I love these little pieces. They're very interesting. This is a good one right here for cabbing, for a cab. Hey, look, you could probably cut it in half and get 2 teardrops for the challenge this month, too. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I was reading too, and the stuff that they used. They named some stuff, and it said that it said you basically needed to have an acidity level of 12, boosted by I think they said, was it hydrogen peroxide? I think is what the website said. So there's not like a simple solution to getting it off. I didn't see nothing, Chubby. That's a cute little one right there. And again, this one's super light, which makes me think there's a lot. Yes, that's what they called it, a chelating agent, but I don't know what that word is or what it means. I've never seen it before. Yeah, and see, that's what I was concerned about too, Liz, is like if I go to scrubbing this stuff, I thought it said hydrogen peroxide. But I might be wrong. I'd have to go back. I only briefly looked at it. I mean, I don't have the patience to sit here and like pick it off with like a dental pick. But I just think that if you try to put power tools on it, you're going to destroy it. See, you can't even get this. You can't even knock it off with that. So we'll put that over here in that bucket. But anyway, we're almost done. We only have a few pieces left. I know I keep saying that, but I really only have a few left. Right, exactly. That's why I would not be scraping it. That's just crazy. But that is, the agate itself is, to me, a lot of the pieces, even with this stuff on there, a lot of the pieces, the agate itself, polishing that would make them worth having. So, I mean, everybody's got their own thing that they like. So, it's up to the person. Everybody's going to like something different anyway. We already know that. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. I love that agate in there. That looked like it was a stalactite that got cut. This is a beautiful piece right here. Gosh, did this get broke off of something? I don't remember having a piece like that. Yeah, see, I don't want to bruise the quartz. I'd just rather, if I'm going to have to deal with bruised quartz, I might as well just leave it covered. That don't look like any quartz. I mean, that don't look like any quartz in there. It's just like it's all agate. And that's cool. I like the agate anyway. And that's druzy in that one. So that's pretty. That could probably be turned into a beautiful piece with some polish with a Dremel and then wire wrap. That could be an interesting jewelry piece. This one also got knocked off of something with a power wash today. Somebody could turn that into a cab, I'm sure, or something. Some of you Intarsia people might could do something with it. And I like this one. This is one of my favorite pieces too. I love this crystal. This is really good banding on this, really bright banding. This is a good piece to polish up. Here's a very pretty one. I totally agree, Lisa. I do. Isn't that pretty? And it's not a very big piece. This one just needs more cleaning here. I think that's going to be points under there and agate around here. But it needs some cleaning. It needs polishing up. Oh, I'm getting tired. This is the last piece. I don't know how I'm going to do a long sail. But isn't that pretty? It's got some pretty druzy on there. It's got a pocket of bots and druzy. It's got agate bands. I really like that piece too. But that needs to go in some iron out. I hadn't done that piece yet. And then we still got, I think, 2 buckets out on the back porch that need to be done, or 2 half buckets. And then I got 2 half buckets inside that need to be, well, they're more almost full buckets, but still, they have to be done. So we're going to try to get those 4 buckets done tomorrow. And then I got the 2 monster pieces in here in the garage that I'm going to take down and get done. And see how that works out. But I will definitely look into that muriatic acid and see what that is. I don't think the oxalic acid is going to really do much. But it might be worth checking into. But I really appreciate all of you who have given me a thumbs up. I appreciate all of you who have been hanging out with me. I just really love this community, and I love every one of you. I really do. You guys know this. Jeff, we need to see some video on that. Good night. I appreciate y'all. Love you guys. I will see y'all on the next one, whoever goes next. Love you guys. Good night. Lisa, I'm glad to see you, and I hope you get to doing better. Sounds good, Jeff. Let me know. Good night.